Madden 19 My Career Mode live stream. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your Friday. Happy Friday night, everybody. I don't have the face cam for this live stream just because I didn't really want to for this one. I actually haven't been feeling that well over the past week. I've been a little bit sick with some allergies. There's been a lot of weather changes in Lubbock where I live right now. And yeah, it's just kind of, excuse me, making me drain a little bit. So I don't really want you to see me on camera and stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to get right back into my career mode with my quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. So in the last part of this series, we wrapped up my rookie season. Obviously, we didn't do so well. We went 6-10, didn't make the playoffs. But at the end of the last video, we basically just got right to the end of the 2018 season where we saw in the Super Bowl the Los Angeles Rams defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 34-31. The Patriots didn't even make it. So now we're in the offseason, and for this particular video, we're going to go ahead and go through the offseason, and we're also going to go through the training camp preseason games and go ahead and get ready for the 2019 season. My guys, second year in the league, as you see me taking some phone calls, obviously during the offseason. I wouldn't be in the locker room right now, but probably taking some stuff like that at home. Obviously, you know, the regular NFL season is over, so now I think it all begins the time of where Madden gamers like myself start to speculate, you know, what is Madden 2020 going to look like? And let me just go on a little bit of a tangent here by saying that I really like the idea in my career mode that if your guy is a player, you know, he's in the locker room, it's kind of a world, there's a world, or you're a coach, you're in a world, so to speak. But if it's the off season, I'd like my guy to just be chilling at like his house, his crib, or something like that. Maybe checking his phone, checking his Twitter. Maybe there's a shot of him like in the gym working out. Maybe he's out on a field somewhere. Like in this case, because my guy's a quarterback, maybe he's just throwing the football to some random people. Maybe some guys on the team. I don't know. I know that's complicated, and EA Sports is lazy, so I'm not going to expect the world from them. But anyway, enough talk. Let's go ahead and get into this video. So let's advance to stage 1 of the off season. Let's see what we got going on here. The first stage is probably going to be mostly player retirements, I would have to think. Yeah, let's just go force advance. See who's maybe retiring and maybe who's going to be back next year. You know, take a look at things like that. League news. Let's see if there's anything about maybe players retiring or something. Adam Gase, interesting hire by the Jets. Strange days in New York. Actually, that happened in real life. I remember watching the press conference when Gase was hired as the Jets head coach, and his eyes are like dilated. I don't know if he was on like some kind of, I don't know. Anyway. And Trey Wingo and Jonathan Hankins makes his exit from Baltimore. Ravens fans might not be so happy about that. Frenemies. Okay. Trey Wingo would never use that hashtag in real life. I'm just saying. So, I guess we're just kind of advancing weeks right now. Let me get the bar up above and see what our next task is. Okay. So, free agency 1, free agency 2. So, first of all, let's see if maybe we signed anybody. If anything is happening for the Bills. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go to stage 1. Let's see about what's happening in the offseason with the ball club, because I want to know. Oh, that's all the way back in week 2. I don't want to go back all the way to week 2. Week 18, Bills signed, blah, 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 blah. Re-signed players. So, Bills release halfback Marcus Murphy. I don't know. I guess he was like our backup. We re-signed Chris Ivory. I like that. Re-signed Andre Holmes. Okay. Julian Stanford. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Trent Murphy. Murphy. We bring back. Bills re-signed punter Ryan Quigley to 3-year, $5.13 million contract. Okay. Always nice to have a punter. Lorenzo Alexander retires after 13 years. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. He's our best defensive player. You know, obviously I hate to see him go. Lord knows we, you know, could use help there. Bills sign Jason King to 3-year contract. All right. Ah, we brought back Chris Hogan. Now, the past year he was with the Patriots. Shoot, he just won a Super Bowl with them in real life. Obviously not in this mode, but that's good. That's good. 3-year, $19 million contract. That's pretty cool. Middle linebacker John Timu. I think he used to be with the Dolphins, maybe the Jets. I don't know. I think he was on some of the AFC East. Signed him to a 3-year deal. Lewis Neal. I remember this guy. This guy was on the Cowboys practice squad for a little bit. Maybe he was a part of us this season. I can't really remember. But we signed him to a 1-year deal. And we signed Benson Mayowa. Oh, now he was definitely with the Cowboys for a little bit. I don't know if he was with us during the last season or not. But that's cool. Get some backup defensive end help to a 3-year deal. And those are the transactions that have happened so far. Let's go ahead and go through stage 3. We're still in the free agency period, so that's basically, I think, what most of the first stages of the offseason are going to be. It's just going to be about all the teams re-signing guys. And maybe we'll take a look at the rest of the NFL and see what everybody else is doing. But right now, let's stick with us. All right, so what did we do in stage 3? Did we sign anybody during stage 3? We did. We signed Kareem Jackson to a 1-year deal. All right, I think he was with the Texans before this. That's actually a good sire. Signed Spencer Ware. All right, so obviously we lost Marcus Murphy, one of our backup running backs. We still have Chris Ivory, and now we got Spencer Ware. I think LaShawn McCoy is still with us. I could be wrong. So we got some pretty good running back depth behind me. I might have to be relying on the running game a little more. I might have to do it all myself. Matt Skura to a 3-year deal. Okay, that's solid. Josh Martin, a right outside linebacker, 2-year deal. All right. Ooh, we got Jeff Swain from the Cowboys. We got him to a 3-year deal. That's good. Jerron Brown, I like that signing. I think he was with the Ravens the previous year, but I remember him from the Cardinals. That's a good signing. Well, at least with some of the free agency acquisitions that the team has made. You know, see, the thing is with me, I'm not really used to this because I'm not used to playing like a character, like one player for the team. I'm used to kind of controlling the whole organization and kind of dictating what they're doing. But it looks like that they're actually making some signings that are, tailored to me, which is good because we definitely needed help at tight end. There was this young tight end, I forget his name, that came on late in the season. I think it was a rookie or something like that. But he was Mr. Reliable. He was like my Jason Witten out there. We still have Kelvin Benjamin, unlike in real life. So he was really our go-to receiver. But to get Brown as a good complement receiver, and we got another receiver, I believe. Chris Hogan. Yeah, Chris Hogan and Jaron Brown. Those are good signings at receiver because I think we needed to upgrade there. I mean, shoot, there's a lot of things that we need to upgrade, especially when you go 6-10 and you don't make the playoffs. So that's very good. I like some of the moves that they've made this offseason. So it looks like the team is definitely they're definitely making moves to help me out, which definitely is a big deal. The only thing I am concerned about is that it doesn't look like they're making a ton of moves on signing veteran offensive linemen to help out, but we still got another stage of free agency, so let's see who we pick up during that period. We signed a center, but I don't know how much that's going to help. As you guys hear me taking a sip of my Dr. Pepper. That's a Texas thing for those of y'all that are watching outside of the state of Texas. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is the official soft drink in Texas. Don't at me. Or don't comment at me in this live stream. If you want to, go ahead. I don't care. All right, so let's see in stage 4. We signed Dominic Easley to a 2-year deal. All right, more linebacker help. Ooh, got a right guard, Jonathan Cooper. I remember when he was with the Cowboys. That's a solid pickup. I like that. I don't know who he was with previously. Might have been the 49ers, I believe. I don't know. It was still some team in the NFC. Signed him to a 3-year deal. That's good. And Preston Smith. That's basically, it seems like pretty much a re-signing. I think Preston Smith was with us before, but maybe we let him go and we brought him back. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm mostly keeping an eye on what I'm doing. But before we move on to, because the next part of the offseason is the draft. But first off, I want to see if maybe there was a big signing or something like that. Maybe retirements. Let's take a look at retirements because we didn't do that yet. Let's go back to the beginning of this and see maybe all who retired. Maybe if there's any big names on the list. Let's see what we got here. Philip Wheeler, David Harris, Jari Evans, Chris Ivory retired. Wow, so we re-signed him and then he retired? That's a shame. Kyle Williams retires. And just like in real life, that's a shame. I pretty much knew that was coming. Obviously, we knew Lorenzo retired. Adam Jones retired. Pekka retired. He was a pretty good defensive tackle. Brett Grimes retired after 12 years. Well, he was kind of getting long in the tooth, but I feel like he still had some years left in the tank. Phil Dawson. I guess he was a free agent and nobody picked him up, so he just decided to call it quits. 20 years in the league. Oh, man. I hate to see this guy leave. I really do. Larry Fitzgerald retires. Frank Gore. Darren Sproles. Wow, Chris Long retired. Ooh, boy. And he just won Man of the Year. Well, in real life, not in this game. Shane Leckler retired. I didn't know the Eagles had Leckler as their punter. That's a solid punter to have. That's probably one of the best punters in the league. So he retires after 19 years. Logan Paulson retires after 9 years. Matt Schaub retires. Andy Levitre, Pat Sims, Josh McCown. Yeah, I guess there has to be at some point, you got to call it quits in the NFL when nobody's calling your number anymore as far as being another backup quarterback, getting another backup quarterback gig. Tremont Williams retired. Julius Pepper retired. So did Thomas Davis. Those are real-life ones. Donald Penn, Jordy Nelson, Brandon Marshall, Dansby, Jonathan Joseph. Ooh, Terrell Suggs. That's odd. Well, I guess it happens. You got to know when to call it quits. Joe Staley, Matt Castle. I'm just going to leave it there. Drew Stanton, John Kuhn, Benjamin Watson, Jerome Bushrod, Donnie Jones, Antonio Gates, Andrew Whitworth, and John Sullivan. I guess, well, those are big signings. Let's see about maybe some of the big free agents. Let's take a look at our division, the AFC East. Let's see here. We're going to have to go back, all the way to the beginning of this to see. Let's see how our opponents are doing. Let's see who the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins have re-signed so far. Okay, well, that's not us. Nico Falla, Gray. Oh, hey, what's up? Dylan Cantrell, wreck 'em, baby. What's up? Nice. So the Dolphins signed Dylan Cantrell. Jahad Thomas, Dolphins. Nigel Harris, Tim White. Oh, this is all week 18, I guess. So those are like practice squad guys. Let's go back to the. Can we go to stage 1 of the offseason? There we go. Offseason. So they signed Adam Gase to a 3-year deal. Man, even in this picture in Madden, his eyes look messed up. Aaron Lynch. Okay, I think it was with the Niners. Brett Jones. Trevor Williams. Ridley. Okay. Jets got Cameron Fleming from the Cowboys. All right. Of course, we got Hogan. Jets signed Luke Jokel. That's a pretty good signing for them. Trey Waynes from the Vikings goes to the Dolphins now. They also signed Ty Montgomery. They got Jonathan Hankins. Oh, who got cut by the Ravens. That's a good pickup for Miami. They're going to have some guys in the middle. Oh, Max Williams. He was with the Ravens, I believe. So Jets signed him. They got a kicker, Nick Rose, Ricky Ortiz. What? We did not. Why did we do that? Okay, that explains why we're signing a boatload of receivers. Oh my God. So Kelvin Benjamin is jumping ship to the rival Jets. Oh, golly. Oh, that bites. They signed Brandon Weeden. Al Woods. You know about our guys. Pointless linebacker. Tolliver. All right. Well, Patriots really haven't done much in the offseason so far, but I guess they don't really have to when they're the best team in the division every single year. They'll probably be getting a lot of good guys in the draft too. But let's go ahead and speaking of the draft, let's go ahead and do the NFL draft for 2019, and let's see who we're picking in the draft this year. Be able to take a look at those transactions here in a bit.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're
start
ready.
the draft. See noted players, play better users, and plays with. So, well, I mean, I didn't scout anybody, so I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate the draft. You know, I'm letting the owner is the CPU in this mode, so I'm gonna let him. I'm just gonna simulate the draft and see who we get. Hopefully we get some good players, maybe some offensive linemen. I really appreciate that because we got sacked a bunch. All right, let's go to transactions to see who we drafted. I'm sure we signed our picks too, so it'll probably be. But let's go to draft first. Season stage 4, okay. So with the 9th pick in the first round, we drafted center Alexander Pace. Okay, I mean, that's decent. We drafted Trey Stevens with the 9th pick in the second round. 3rd round pick is a left tackle. All right, good. Zachary Schwenke, I guess. Perry Cartwright was our 4th round pick, another offensive lineman, another left outside linebacker. Robert Cooper in the 5th round. Lavaris Compton in the 6th round. Eugene Baldwin in the 7th. Fisher Arnaud, I believe. Arnaud was our 7th round pick. And it looks like we signed all these players. Did we? Yeah, we did. Looks like we signed all of our picks too. So, I mean, that is basically the off season. So I guess all that's left to do is to let me just view contract details, I guess, for the draft recap. I don't know why they're telling me to view this. I mean, I'm not the owner. I didn't make these moves. Y'all did. So, all right. So let's go ahead and advance to week 1 of the preseason and basically the start of season 2, the 2019 season. Let's get it. So year 2. We're playing the Cowboys first in the first preseason game. All right. That always happens in Madden. The Bills and the Cowboys always play in the preseason in the second year of the franchise. I don't know why it happens. So it looks like at the top of our preseason schedule is that we got the Cowboys at home in week 1. Week 2, we got the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Week 3, we've got Seattle at home. And then week 4, we've got the Saints in the Superdome. So let me take a look at my player card first before we head into year 2. All right. So right now I'm a 79 overall. What are my goals, I guess? Well, these are season goals, weekly goals. As a starter, go out and prepare for a regular season game. Start with a completion percentage of 60. Okay, well, that's probably for the first preseason game. So obviously I have a low legacy score. Player types field general, and I'm a 79 overall, which is solid, but I want to hopefully by the end of year 2 my overall gets into like the mid to high 80s. So especially with my throwing accuracy, whether it's short, medium, or deep, I basically want to be able to have my guy in a position to put the ball wherever he wants to, and not really worry about fitting it into tight windows, or being able to let me rephrase that, being able to fit it in tighter windows when the defense is covering there. So basically, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, that was just a notification. I was just looking at that. All right, let's go ahead and start weekly training. Got to get ready for week 1 of the preseason for year 2. Well, my guy should have some extra motivation for this week. I'm playing against my favorite team growing up, in this situation. You guys have no idea how cold it was today when I woke up. I woke up this morning and it was 19 degrees in Lubbock. And I'm not kidding.
The coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
All right, Coach. Let's get it. So first practice with my new teammates. All right, so here we go. We got Chris Hogan. We still got Jones, and we got Charles Clay as our tight end. Wellman is our new fullback. So let's go. No more Kelvin Benjamin, which is unfortunate. So it looks like they're just having me do some basic drills right here. My objective is to complete a pass. Okay. Sounds easy enough if you are careful about it. Come on now. Open over the middle. There we go. Easy touch on the pass. I'm getting better at having my guy roll out of the pocket. All right, run the PA counter concept and complete a pass. All right, play action counter. I like that. I like this play a lot. Come on, get it. Yes. Ooh, did he catch that? Nice. I think he one-handed that. Impressive job, Jones. I like that. See if we can go 4 out of 5 here. Oh, that was a All right, let's try it again. If I get 4 out of 5, I think I'll be satisfied. Oh!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day.
No, it wasn't, Coach. I'm going to skip.
Finally getting it.
I'm going to retry it one more time and see if I can get a better score than 3 out of 5. I want to try, like I said before, during these drills, I want to try to get 5 out of 5 as many times as I can to get my rep up. Well, I say rep. Get more, I guess, VC, you could call it. I don't know why I'm saying VC. This is an NBA 2K. That is the My Career mode that I got to get to play at some point. And I keep telling you guys that I'm going to get 2K19, and I haven't followed through yet. Since I'm available more this weekend, I think I'll go out and get it sometime this weekend. Just because I need to get some more content on this channel other than the Madden stuff. Obviously, for those of y'all that have checked it out, I've tried to do some scary games, but they're scary games that I've played before, and it just doesn't really bode well for me. So I got 4 out of 5 there, which is a lot better, so I'm going to keep that.
That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Thank you, Coach. All right. Well, that was a good practice session. Now we'll head into the first preseason game of 2019. All right. So here we go. Going against them Cowboys. Wonder what kind of team they got. So overall we're 74. They're 86. This is going to be a tough one for week 1 of the preseason. Obviously, preseason games don't count, but they still matter to a fault. Man, I can't believe we let Kelvin Benjamin walk. I would have thought they would have offered him a pretty good contract based on the fact that. And it's kind of funny, like, I didn't have the option to, like, have a say in, like, keeping a player or not keeping a player or whatever, you know, just, I don't really know. I feel like I should have, like, been in the owner's office saying, hey, I want you to keep this guy because he's my best receiver and he was my go-to guy all down the stretch last year. I'd just be like, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Buffalo Bills. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that
Here we go.
was in evidence a
Year
moment
2 of
ago.
my career.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics,
So my
you
rookie
name it.
season,
This
we
crowd is
were
ready.
basically
As their guys get
really
set to
starting
match up
everything up.
between
And
the
I, of course, was
Dallas
starting my
Cowboys
career, but things have
and
changed.
the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody.
Year 2, I'm
Alongside
better,
Charles Davis,
stronger.
I'm Brandon
I
Gaudin,
played
and partner,
very well down the
our
stretch
long
last year.
national nightmare is
And
over.
what better
After
way to
6
start the
months
second
away, we're back
campaign
to
in my
playing
career
football.
against my
This is
team?
way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun.
So it looks like obviously the Cowboys still got Zeke and they got Dak and they got Amari Cooper still. So I would guess they have kind of the same group of players. I see Irving and I still see DeMarcus Lawrence there. 97, I would be guessing, is still Taco Charlton. So we kick off first. Oh, Kerwin Williams. He's from the Cardinals. I guess he's their backup running back now. They must have gotten rid of everybody else who was behind Zeke. Good job. Micah Hyde knocks away the pass on 3rd down. And here we go. First time on offense for the 2019 preseason. Oh! And we turned it over, and they turned it over? Wow. Wow, so this has got to be like our first play. All right.
They're going to look to throw.
Somebody.
Left.
Oh, my
And
God.
they're going to get to him. A sack.
Of course I get sacked on the first play.
At the 9-yard line. Taco Charlton able to drop him for a loss of
Well, that was
4.
really my own fault. I was
That's
rolling
called
out. I
setting
wanted
the
to hit
tone right
Hogan
away.
on the slant, but
it lets you know just how
he just,
important communication
I
is
just didn't
amongst the offensive line.
think he was
They
open.
talk about it all the
There's
time.
no way he would have been open in a crowd like that. And we get
Pressure again, and down he goes
2 in a
again.
row. 2 in a row.
Now, I know we're
Really,
only 2
offensive
plays in,
line?
but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the
What was
protection.
what did
And
I
they can't
say
wait to
you need to do
halftime
address in
make
the
an
offseason?
adjustment.
The
They need to
offensive line.
reverse
I've been
the
getting
trend.
put
The
on my
last 2
butt
plays have gone
multiple
backwards. Now
times.
it's 3rd and
Way
goal.
too much, coach. And now basically I'm going to have to try to be the hero.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right.
All right, I'm just going
He
to
may
run with
try
it.
and run for this.
That was probably a bad
And
decision,
he'll
but
be brought down this time at the
I mean,
5-yard line.
called a play that I just didn't like. I should have audible out of it, but whatever. At least we're kicking a field goal, but obviously when we get that type of field position, we got to get into the end zone. And I failed to do that on a couple of occasions in those videos, at least towards the end of last season. And their second possession, of course, they're just driving down the field on our terrible defense. They're just giving it off to Zeke and too easy. Well, they got Dallas Goedert as their tight end now. Yeah, I mean we picked up Jeff Swaim, so they obviously had to get somebody else. And of course, I guess they're still looking for their Witten replacement. Allen Hurns touchdown. Yep. Brett Maher makes the extra point.
Yeah, here come the Bills.
All right.
And they had 3
Well,
points
let's just
last
shake it
time,
off.
but they didn't want
Try to
3
tighten up
points
on
because
offense.
they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
Cloud.
He put it through the post.
There we go.
That's
Oh,
gonna
ooh,
be
the
a
chew.
touchdown.
That was a nice chew.
Let's get in the end zone this
Heck of a
time.
chew.
They helped him in contact
Nice
time.
job.
You could have kicked that one through.
Nice
I don't
play.
know about that.
I like that.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
All right. First
Always laugh when
completion of the
people
day.
say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
Clay
something
catch it
short,
at least.
shallow,
All
going
right.
through defenders,
Could have gone
using
deeper
guys
probably,
almost
but
as
I just had to get a
screens in
completion.
order to
And the
get
defense
open.
was all
That makes
over my
things
butt.
tough for guys trying to get to the football.
I had to get rid of that
They
thing
should
one
have
way or
got more
another.
out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with.
Poster
Not
out.
just catch
Got
it
him.
to the sideline.
Great
Gives
pass.
himself some yardage.
That's what I'm talking
He's
about.
got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well,
End of
I'm not
play.
sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the
Think
way
of
they
a catch
flip
right
field
there. I think
position
that was
there.
Holmes.
A nice attacking play.
No, it was
They picked up
Brown.
a heck of
Maybe
a
it was
chunk of
Brown. I don't
yardage.
know. I don't know who that completion
Now
was.
the
But
first
it was
carry
pretty
for
good.
LaShawn McCoy.
And of course,
he's
LaShawn
gonna be
McCoy
brought
is in
down
his
on what'll be the
late
final
season
play
form
of
like
this
last year.
first
Man, every time I
quarter.
gave him the ball, he
One
didn't do
quarter
anything with it.
down. 7-3 the score. And we're back.
Into the first quarter, and we're down 7-3. Still a lot of time left in this
The
one for sure.
NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers.
Snickers satisfies. Yeah, we know the rest of the commercial. And of course, I guess I'm only playing the first quarter of this preseason game, so they took me out. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna up the speed to fast. I'm gonna get through these games, especially in preseason games, because I'm the starter now, so they're gonna take me out after certain periods of time. It's been. Oh, we got the lead now. Oh, then we just lost it, and it's gone. Are we going to overtime? And we lose in overtime.
A great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with
obviously
you in this one,
no highlights for me.
Overtime.
I had a nice completion on a skinny post route down the middle, which is pretty good, but overall, I mean, for my first preseason game of the year, just not very solid, if I'm being honest. Go ahead and take a look at the numbers for my guy. Obviously, I played only the first quarter this entire game. Josh Allen had a good game, 278 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. My QB rating was off the charts, 118.8. I was 3 of 3 for 46 yards, which was pretty good. I had 1 rushing attempt for 9 yards on that scramble when I was trying to get the touchdown, but it is what it is. I think in preseason game number 2, I should be playing at least the whole first half. I don't really know. That might be in preseason week number 3. I do have upgrades available, though. That's good. All right. So, I did complete some goals during the week, which is pretty good. I got 1 skill point to spend. Let's see. You know what? Just because I'm starting to do it a little bit more, let me up scrambling 1. That won't really do much, but it bumped my overall up to an 80. So I'm finally in the 80s for my guy, which is good. All right, let's go ahead and advance to week number 2 of the preseason. I'm gonna try to knock out all the 4 preseason games in this video, just to get through it and get ready for the regular season portion of season 2. Sorry if you guys can hear me sniffling a little bit. Like I said, my allergies have been bothering me for really the better part of this week. So.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
So you want to see some hustle out there, Coach? All right. Every day we're hustling. That's a good Rick Ross song. Good pass. There we go. So, pretty much the same drill as last week. Just trying to run some plays and complete some passes and not get sacked, but we can't even do that. Come on. Come on now. Just complete the pass right there. There you go. Completed as I got smacked in the face. Okay, I'll take the underneath one and let him just complete it.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Swaim open. No! Darn it.
Hey man, that was great.
Yeah, I'm definitely retrying that.
Taking the first steps towards success in this league.
All right,
but
come
don't
on
fall
now.
back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
Complete that. There we go. Nice job, Hogan. Nice catch. Trying to get in sync with Hogan because he's basically my #1 receiver right now because we got rid of Benjamin. We didn't get rid of him. We let him walk in free agency, and now he's a member of the Jets, which is not good for us, unfortunately. No! You son of a... I try to censor myself on YouTube. I really do. I know YouTube's all about that, like, you know, monetization and everything. Yeah. All right. Come on, triangle. Come on, get. No.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty
No, coach, that wasn't good enough for me. Definitely want to try again. All right. This is it. This is the last time I'm going to try this for sure.
So just keep pushing, and we're going to get to that next level.
This offensive line is the equivalent of Eli Manning's throw accuracy. Not very good. In other words. I mean, for real. They don't block for anything. We should stop calling these PA rollouts, coach. Because the O-line ain't blocking for anything. And I'll just dump it off to get the completion. And now I'm just hoping to get 3 out of 5. Come on now. Square, please.
Gentlemen, achieving our goal starts right here on the practice field.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it. 2 out of 5. No, senor. No, senor.
Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we
got to focus here. We got to focus like the men that we are. Just catch it, Clay. Thank you. Thank you, Hogan. 7-Eleven, always open. That's your nickname for a reason, sir. I need you to get...
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good.
All right. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see my struggle. I want you to see me try to achieve excellence. As my boy Chase Money would say. We trying to achieve excellence, breathers. If you don't like Chase Money, then you might as well stop watching YouTube and go watch something else. Like the Super Bowl. From this year. Not last year, this year. For real though, how many of y'all think that that was one of the worst Super Bowls in history? Because I think it was. And I'm dead serious when I talk about that. And we get 5 out of 5. And we can officially walk off the field happy. Yeah, but that Super Bowl was terrible, guys. Half from the commercials. And the worst is that it wasn't just the game. The commercials weren't that great. Halftime show wasn't that great at all. It was really not very good at all. It was just a terrible Super Bowl. I was really pulling for the Rams because I just didn't want to see the Patriots win it again, but 13-3 was the final score. I think they said it was the lowest scoring Super Bowl since, I don't know, the one in like 1973, something like that, when it was the Dolphins and the Vikings. I mean, that's 70s football. That's like hard-nosed, run all the time, Larry Zonka, you know, running over guys, the beast-moding football, I guess. I don't know, beast-moding football. That's funny. All right, so let's play preseason game number 2 against those Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. Going down to Florida. Wonder if they still have Blake Bortles in this game. They might not. Unless he just flashed on the screen and I wasn't paying attention to see him. Obviously, they still got Jalen Ramsey, who runs his mouth too much. Leonard Fournette. 1 carry, 1 yard for LeSean McCoy this season. Yep, that's our running game for you. Our dominant running game. We don't know the definition of that word.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Or where I say
Welcome
that
to the
term.
special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The visuals on Madden are getting better, like the outside exteriors of the stadiums and like the cities surrounding it a little bit, especially like Pittsburgh's Heinz Field. It looks clean. Like, I do think in some areas EA Sports is trying, but in other areas they're just behind other games. And it just stinks that this is the only football game that comes out every year. No more NCAA football. You know, NFL 2K franchise was dead after 2K5, which I still think is the best football game ever made. Football video game ever made. And I don't care what you say. Having Chris Berman be the host on SportsCenter every week, and also having Trey Wingo in there actually talking about stuff, that was very cool. I thought NFL 2K5 when I first got it, because that was like around the time that I got my PS2. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Oh, I guess McCoy's hurt. Well, Spencer Ware.
They'll run now with Ware.
It's going to be your game to shine. And look at that! Breaking a tackle. That was a 20-yard, an 18-yard rush on the first play. How about that? So the offensive line will block for the running game, but they won't block for me. Is that what we're getting at, offense? Is that what we're getting at?
All day to play a night game. Came right out, smacked them, and gained big yards.
Oh, and McCoy's back in the game. All right. I guess we can start out with Ware to give ourselves just a spark and whatnot. All right. And McCoy does his typical 1-yard burst up the middle for...
Usually watch other people get ready to play as well.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Holmes, there we go.
Complete to Jones.
And I think that's a first. Should be. There we go. First down. There we go.
10 yards there as this
all right.
offense is on a roll.
Off to a solid start
to plunge forward.
in this opening drive.
When you see zone defense,
We've got a long way to go,
drag
though.
route on as your primary call. You got
all right.
to be really careful.
Got slants right here for you. Definitely my favorite route in this game.
Escaping the pressure.
Triangle open. I think that's Holmes again. And he's got us another first.
And he works it
So
past
2 of 2 on the day for 28 yards.
Another big hitter there.
I don't know if I'm going to play the whole first half of this game, but I want to definitely... I would love to get a touchdown on this opening drive. It's probably going to be my only drive of the game, and we'll see about that.
Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Got Clay, the tight end, open. We'll take that.
And he'll be brought down.
I need to get better at taking underneath routes, you know, being more patient, taking what the defense gives me. I just need to do a bit of a better job of that, because I feel like I really try to force too many things downfield. I mean, I try not to, because my downfield accuracy is not very good. Not just for my player, but me in general trying to do that in this game. It's just hard for me.
Outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away.
I get sacked on that play. That was my own fault, though. I mean, I rolled out, was trying to get it. I was hoping that the defender wasn't going to be that close on Clay, and maybe I'd be able to complete that pass to him, but it just didn't happen. Got Jones on the out route here. That was a bad oh, but he caught it anyway. Did he? Did he catch? Okay, he caught it, but he went backwards.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
What was that?
In the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
He catches it. He's got the first down right there. But he decides to run like 7 yards back. No. Okay, I can't even go to the... Okay. You all saw that. You saw what he did. Man, the CPU in this game, sometimes they really play like they're 30 overalls. This is why I just have to play franchise mode as the GM coach sometimes. Because I got to be able to control everybody and make them great. The Jaguars have a solid start to this drive. Leonard Fournette's getting a lot of carries here, and the first quarter's about to end. Fournette's still in the game, and it still looks like the first string for the Jaguars, so I might be going back out there. We'll see. I don't know. I am back out there. All right. Let's not abandon the running game just yet. I'm willing to do it a little bit more, but at some point we need to get something. Actually, you know what? I need to audible more. Let's do that. Let's do that.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar.
Throw the ball.
God. In there to drop
I
it
swear.
for a second sack now here tonight.
Can't do anything with this offensive line that they got in front of me.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
If this continues for, the rest of the year, or...
And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think it's...
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time,
I got nothing. We got sacked 3 times in a row on that drive. There's something wrong there, coach. GM, owner, something is wrong there.
the Bills offense coming out ready
If this
to take
continues, I'm asking for a trade, and I'm not kidding about that.
They'll try and start this drive.
I mean, I knew what I was getting into, I guess, when I decided to join to have my guy start with the Bills, but I don't think it's going to work.
As we thought they might do here in week 2
I know that was just one drive, but in this preseason, we've done what we haven't been able to do anything, because the offensive line is decided that they're not going to block for me. They're just not giving me time in the pocket to do anything. Jacksonville defense, or this unless this Jacksonville defense is filled with all-stars, we're looking like Pop Warner team out there, crying out loud. Really pathetic. I mean, seriously, look at this. I have no time to throw the football at all. We've gotten sacked 6 times in this first half, and that's going to be the only half of play that I'm going to have in this game. Jaguars are... Oh, we actually still got one more possession. Okay.
To head back onto the field.
This could be a drive where I start to decide some things. Not just about the game, but also my future.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills
I'm about to make decisions very soon.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the
Seriously,
offense.
I have absolutely
It's just
no
their
time
first, so they'll have
to
2
get- to
remaining
throw
here
the ball.
before we get to halftime.
I'm getting no time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Finally!
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after
Calling
a
a
very nice
timeout
game.
for sure.
And now before this
No-
first
no
down
doubt
play,
about
we're
it.
gonna get a timeout here.
Wow.
As the
Okay, so
stoppage will come
finally
with
we
little
got a
under minute to
completion
go
for
in this
positive
first
yardage.
half.
It
So
seems
the
like
line
it's
of
been
scrimmage all the way up to
ages.
midfield now as they've got
Offensive
it
line,
first and
get
10.
your heads out of your asses and block for me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look
Can't
to
do
throw.
anything if you don't block. There you go. Finally, I got some time in the pocket.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 32 that time.
4 verticals here. I don't want to burn that timeout just yet.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
I'm just going to run with my dude up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
But I don't care.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
All right, come on now.
That was not a bad scramble there on
hustle,
first
guys.
down.
Got to hustle.
He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
Hogan.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
And bad just got worse.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, man, oh, man.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the...
We're up to speed fast. Oh, we still have another chance with 7 seconds. And that's just a bummer. I mean, I blame myself. I made the throw. I made that decision.
After the pick 6, they go
I'll
right
eat that
back to
one,
the
but...
air. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. Is that...
I definitely got the speed up to fast because this game is about to be one of those take you to the woodshed and beat you down games. So we start the preseason 0-2. We lose 30-19 to the Jaguars. Coach McDermott is upset. I'm more upset than you, Coach.
Similar to a tennis
I mean,
match,
you got to get protection for your freaking quarterback.
That way you hold on.
I mean, I was sacked probably. I counted like maybe 7, 8 times. I'm going to the stat sheet right now. I gotta look at this.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
I can't even see
the Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Team stats. Player stats. Blocking. Look at this. Why is he starting? Why do you have a rookie starting at left tackle? That explains it. Look, 3 sacks given up in one game by one offensive lineman. Pathetic, Coach. Dukas gave up 1. Cartwright gave up 1. 2 rookies. Look at this. Combined gave up 4 sacks. Jonathan Cooper gave up 1, and so did Deion Dawkins. He gave up 2. Although I think he was a backup, so that was when Allen was in. But screw it. That is a pathetic game. That's one of the games that we literally need to take it, crumple it up, and flush it down the toilet. I mean, the offensive line has not performed very well during my first year with this franchise, but it's not getting any better, y'all. And if this continues, we're going to have a rough time getting any sort of wins in the regular season. I don't even want to think about what it's going to look like when the regular season comes, because it's going to be bad if this is the best that we can do in the preseason. Well, Seattle's 0-2 just like us, so maybe it's not the end of the world. All right, so something I want to check out, because I haven't done it yet. You can only demand release during the offseason. Okay. So, I guess, can I... Let's go to the injury report, maybe see if somebody key is hurt. Jonathan Hughes is hurt. That's not really a key guy. Okay, well, I can't demand my release. But okay, well, we'll address that later. We'll see how it goes this season. If it just doesn't go well, we might be on our way out of Buffalo, just because. I'm trying to be the next Jim Kelly, coach, but I can't do it if your offensive line won't block for me. There are certain things that a quarterback needs in that locker room and on his team to go out and win you big games and get you Super Bowls. That's a mother-loving offensive line.
Guys,
I need that in my life.
Coaching staff didn't like what we saw.
But we're back at practice. A new week, new focus. The awful Jaguar game is behind us. Let's refocus and get ready for week 3. That's a good route right there to TJ Jones. That was a wheel route. I like that route. Got some deep passes. This is what I'm talking about. Good catch, Hogan. Hung on to it. Yeah, he did. Just a little nice pass over the middle swing. I like that.
Let's go. 3-19.
Well, crap. O-line, even in practice, failing miserably. That's the truth. Really making it tough on me.
Hey, man,
Well, 4 out of 5 on the first try.
great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in
We'll
this
go
league.
ahead and take that.
Don't fall back and get lazy. There's
Why is
more
Coach
steps
wearing a
ahead.
pink
Gotta keep it
watch? And his belt is purple. No, that's not even purple. That's like lavender or magenta or something. What are you wearing, Coach? What are those? I didn't even look at his shoes. Are his shoes pink or magenta or lavender too? I didn't even look at that. All right. Let's play another game. Week 3 of the preseason. Now, I should be playing all 3 quarters of this one, so hopefully it gives me more of a chance to do my thing. Get my stats up, because I haven't really put up any kind of stats in this preseason because I just flat out haven't been given time, and I haven't played very much. I played the whole first half against Jacksonville last week, which was better. Unfortunately, it was Sack City. Population, me, and the entire rest of the offensive line. We got owned so much. We got owned so much in that game. So many sacks. It's not even funny. Ugh, that was terrible.
Hey, everybody.
Skip the intro. Just get right into the action. Go to speed to fast just so we can get through this. All right, so Seattle got 3 to start out. Here we go. Now, Coach, this week I want to be better. But I can only be better if the offensive line gives me a little bit of time in the clock. That's all I ask for.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
But I also got to stop throwing it into coverage like that.
Zay Jones
I'll give you
was
that.
the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff.
Job
Pretty
Hogan
vanilla
will take those
defenses. You're
7
looking
yards.
for guys that play with abandon. That just
Think,
go
yeah,
out
7
and make
yards.
plays. You
Okay.
kind of let their athletic ability take over
right.
in order for you to notice
Sorry,
them.
McCoy, but I don't
One
trust
thing
you
we do
to
know,
get this first
he's
down.
going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll set up to throw.
I'll just pick it up
Flushed
myself.
out right.
Ah, I don't have the
Quickly
speed.
taken down
Freak.
here. Great coverage downfield.
Terrible.
Here's the Buffalo offense now.
At least they only got a field goal when we get the ball.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at at the 12-yard line.
I can't, y'all. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
This is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet.
I really don't know. This offensive line is pathetic.
I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball,
So I think there's a new twist.
Find a matchup, create
That's
it,
probably
exploit
holding,
it, and try and move
if I'd have to guess.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for nothing.
first down.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only
Lenny
people
gets
celebrating,
sacked,
the guys who
holding
just
way
gave up
too
that
much.
play.
These offensive linemen are
Play
just
action
dumb
here
as
on
hell.
first down. They'll buy some time right.
Please
Now he's
catch
gonna
that.
throw.
Thank you.
This is taken in. It's complete.
The only time I get completions is when I completely roll out of the pocket and just chuck it. Because that's all I can do. I just got to find a way to throw that football against my will. The offensive line just won't give me any time. There's only been one drive in the entire preseason when they gave me even a speck of protection. But thank you, Chris Hogan. That was a fantastic grab. All right. Not out of this yet, but we got to start putting some stuff together.
Very solid gain of 27. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses,
touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about, T.J. Jones. Right on the money with that one. First touchdown of the preseason. Let's go. Get our confidence, get our swagger back. Great job, Jones. Way to come down with it. Thank you, offensive line, for finally giving me some time in the pocket. All right. So we still got a chance for another drive here. We're down 20-7. Not out of it yet. I'd love to get another touchdown right here on this drive. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Maybe not. Maybe it's the defense.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey.
Shiny, whatever your name is, rookie, number 72, whatever your name is.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20.
You got to get his ass out of here, coach. You got to get some veterans on this offensive line. We don't need rookies. Rookies don't know how to properly block in year one. Maybe year two they'll know, but not in year one. Get my ass whooped
up here this time to the 21.
by everybody.
6 there on first. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
I should have been calling the hurry up stuff in this situation, but I wasn't thinking. Okay, well now, I just definitely called the hurry. Come on. Come on. Wide open. Catch that. Thank you, Jones.
It's Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 40.
And he's hurt.
Now a stoppage here
Well,
we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hit me
Definitely the last
sideways
thing you want
with
to
a
see here in a preseason game. We'll be
stick.
right back.
And break it into a million pieces.
Now a play fake
No idea
here
what
on
that
first
meant.
down. And the Seahawks.
Why? What is going on in my life when they do this kind of stuff to me? You know what? It's true. They don't want me to win. They don't want us to win, Buffalo. They don't want us to ever achieve anything in the history of our franchise. They don't want us to win.
There's still a long way to go in this.
They just want us to suffer like we did in the 90s.
Flush to his right.
And Jim Kelly was trying to get us to the Super Bowl. If they wanted me to win, they wouldn't do this.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your
That was
hands
a
or
nice
cradling
completion,
it,
and now it's third
comes
and
together
manageable.
with the
We
legs.
got to
In
get
this case,
something.
the feet. Doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our
Get off.
crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I'm calling a timeout after that one. Lord knows, my guy's probably got to catch his breath. That's the longest run he's had of the
40
season.
seconds remaining in this first half. So from
It's
the
like
39
somebody
now,
give
they'll
Rutledge
come
the
up on a
oxygen
1st and
mask. He's
10.
tired. Like, over here, coach. It's like, thank you.
Back to throw now on first down.
Go McLeod. My guy got absolutely decked in the face, but I completed it. And we still achieved excellence. All right, I didn't want to call that timeout just yet because we still got a shot here. All right, square and get open.
And this is going to be intercepted.
He was open, but I bullet past him.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
There's just not a lot of talent on this team. This really is holding me back. Alright, so the good thing is I'm still going to play in the third quarter, so I got a chance to avenge that interception by leading us to another drive. We get the ball to start the second half. I like that.
Pretty big
Sure.
deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were
Let's
made in that locker room.
advantage of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I just didn't.
Corey Peters.
I probably just ran into that sack myself, I'll admit it. But I just need some blocking offensive line. Is that too much to ask?
Extraordinary. Let's just
For
face it.
once?
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left.
And that could have been another
Up
pick.
there, incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the
I mean,
sack
it's
on
true.
first down, then they force the
They
incomplete
just don't
pass.
want me to
Now
win.
they're just a play away
They
from
don't
getting the
want my
football
guy to
right
get into
back,
the Hall of
but it's a
Fame.
big play.
They want me to be the quarterback in the NFL who never achieved anything significant in his life.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it
Well,
in.
that was a heck of a completion. Wow. Oh, wow. What a job by Jones. I think I found my new number one receiver, y'all.
They target him again.
Zay Jones is the man.
And sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm.
All right,
But
well,
you
this
go to
has
that
been
guy
by
and try
far
to turn it hot. Try and
my
get
best
things
game of the
going.
preseason.
Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted,
Come on, just catch
he
that
has only
swing.
touchdown.
Get into the end zone. Touchdown. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Finally.
Jeff Swaim.
Woo! It's definitely what we needed on our opening drive of the second
Bills have
half.
cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they.
All right. Thank you. Well, Seattle scored another touchdown, and we still got the third quarter, but the backups are going to have to finish this one off. Look at that. We got 3 tight ends on the right side. What kind of formation is that, coach? We didn't practice that one, did we? I don't remember. Yeah, of course you don't remember. But you're the one who put it in the
We're not
playbook.
playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
please.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out
I don't
rush
know
like
how many
that,
times I've been sacked in
I
this
file
game.
it away because
3,
I'm going to use
4.
their aggressiveness against them.
By
as
the
this
end of the game,
goes
it's
on.
probably going to be
I'm
like
gonna put a
around
screen
6,
soon.
5, something like that. I don't even know. Hey, I can't count that high, coach.
Buying time to his left.
Like, stop giving up sacks. Protect me.
Complete. They work this well.
I'm just having to throw on the run. I'm playing like Patrick Mahomes did in his junior year at Tech. I'm just rolling out because the offensive line isn't giving protection. I'm just making all kinds of
keeping him
completions.
hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from
Throwing the ball
pocket
over the
because
yard,
they
all
knew
over the
he was
yard,
pretty
coach, but
dangerous
out of
if he got
necessity.
outside, and he just
Well,
showed it
what am I
right
supposed to
there.
do? Just take
Pretty
the
good
sack?
arm, too.
I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to keep doing that and taking this standing down. You're crazy, coach. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I don't give up. Hopefully some other NFL team sees it. That's just rumors.
Ball up to the 35.
So, Rutledge, are the rumors about you wanting out of Buffalo true? No comment to the media. No comment.
They'll look to
No
throw
comments
now
to
on
that.
first down.
But you've aired your frustration about
And
me.
this'll be
I didn't
caught.
say that. I didn't
Chewing
mean
up
that.
big yardage. Another
I'm
nice
just
game
here,
there.
so I
This
won't
one
get
goes
fined.
for 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that
Marshawn
300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
Player after answer
And I
media
hate that when you talk about a 300-yard
Nobody cares
passing
who really
game.
does that
To
in
me,
this game.
300 yards
I wish that was the
still
case,
signifies
that'd be awesome.
excellence, and he's achieved that in this
Instead of my guy to
performance.
get killed over the middle, that's
On
probably a
first
bad
down
throw.
there, but it's incomplete. And
Man,
it
I've thrown
pops
for
free. The
300 yards in this
jarred
game.
the ball loose and brings up second
Heck
down.
of a game.
So after the incompletion
Pick
on
was
first,
hurt.
now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
Pick up that route, Jones. Come on. Got another one. Touchdown. That's what I'm talking about, Jones. You're my new number one guy. Kelvin Benjamin, I wish you were still here, but somebody's got to pick up the slack, and I think that's you, Zay. Perfect route to the corner. That was a great catch. There was 3 defenders in the area, but he still caught it. Heck of a job. And now the backup's got to finish this off in the 4th quarter, and we don't score again.
Well, I know it points
so I had my
eyes.
best game of the
Because all
preseason,
points that were being put on the scoreboard,
definitely
your
for sure.
defensive guy, but
3
it was a fun little
touchdowns,
track meet, wasn't
over
it?
300
It
yards,
was. You know the people really
threw a
enjoyed this
pick.
game? They're the
Was
ones that
sacked
going
like
to batting
5,
practice
6
in the Major
times.
League
I don't know. I
Baseball
can't count
parks,
that
right?
high,
Seeing
but
the 14 to 11 game,
it doesn't
that sort
matter
of
in the
deal,
end
that's
because
right
we
up
fall
their
to
alley
0
with
and
what
3
we
in the
saw in this
preseason.
one.
We
So
might
that'll
go
do it for us.
winless.
For
I wouldn't be
Charles
shocked
Davis
if
and all our
we
crew,
didn't go
I'm Brandon
winless.
Gunn.
But
You've been watching the NFL
let's go ahead and take a look at
on
my
EA
final stat
Sports.
line from this game.
With that,
It was
we
a lot
say
better
good
than the
night
last couple of weeks.
from Buffalo.
QB rating of 133.2, 14 and 19, 327 yards, 73% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. But I was sacked. Schwenke gave up a sack. King gave up a sack. Dawkins gave up 2. So I don't know if I was in the game when Dawkins was in, but wouldn't be shocked if he gave up at least one of those. I'm just saying. And but it doesn't matter in the end because we end up on the losing side yet again, 38-21. And despite the fact that I had a fantastic game, I don't have any upgrades available, which stinks. But moving on to the final week of the preseason, final week of preparation before the real deal. So hopefully the owner and the GM have seen the putrid play of the offensive line and are maybe planning to bring in some help. I hope they do for the sake of us, because we really need it. The only thing is, my guy doesn't have a say. I can't control who they bring in and who they don't bring in. But my bar's almost all the way up, so another solid game against the Saints. I'm only probably going to play the first quarter anyway. But I got to take advantage of the most of the amount of time that I'm in there. Oh, this has been a tough preseason. 0-3 heading into the final week. So we're obviously going to have a lot of guys cut. I'll take a look at what the final regular season roster will look like going into week 1. And maybe see if they made any big moves and where we stand going into the 2019 season. Because Lord knows, based on the play based on how we've done in these first 3 preseason games to this point, I'm really not liking our chances during the season. We might get wholesomely destroyed by every team in the AFC East, and I'm dead serious about that. Ran right into a sack. I'll take that. That was my own fault. But it's like, yeah, it is my bad, coach. I'll take ownership of that. I'll own up to it.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Let's get the completion of McCoy and in the drill. So 4 out of 5, we'll take it for this week.
I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards
The only thing is, Coach, why can't we call those plays in the game?
is more steps ahead. So
you know, it just seems like we're just not really calling plays like we do in practice the way we do in the game. It's like, why am I learning all this if we're not even going to use it this week against the Saints? What is the point, Coach? I just don't get it. I just don't understand it at all. That sounded British there. So, looks like we got another bar till XP, so hopefully I'll probably get some upgrades by the end of the week. But let's go ahead and wrap up the preseason on the road in the Superdome against the powerful New Orleans Saints. Alright guys, it's going to be the final video, the final game of this live stream for tonight. We'll take a look at the final roster, at the 53-man roster going into the regular season, because obviously I'm pretty sure that we made some cuts over the past several weeks, especially with backups that are playing when I'm not in the game. We'll see what we did there, and just how we're looking going into 2019. I'll admit, y'all, doesn't look too good. I just don't like our prospects for this year. It may be another down year, maybe another 6-win season. Shoot, we might be even worse because I think we let some good guys go this offseason. We really did. We probably let some offensive linemen go, and we replaced them with rookies, which, it really looks like we're fully rebuilding. And I just don't know if my guy's ready for that. Just years of not even getting a taste of the postseason. I don't think that's what I just don't think that's something that my guy can get used to. More importantly, I can get used to.
I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
We can't demand a release right now. We obviously just got to ride the wave a little bit. We got to ride it out.
That can split out like receivers.
See what happens.
But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This complete to the tight end Clay. 6 yards is the pickup.
Yeah, take advantage of all the snaps we get in this first quarter. Because after this, we're going to be done until the regular season.
After the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face
good
a 3rd and 4
first and
after that
possibly
last
only
completion
drive
gets him 6.
Right here.
They're going to look to throw.
Zay.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down.
Hopefully that's not our only drive of the game. Good. We held him to no points. That's good.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Good job.
Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Terrible throw, terrible decision. I had 2 guys running the same route, open over the middle. I could have chosen either of them, and I probably would have been okay.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole
I'll admit, I still try to force stuff, trying to make my guy too much of a hero, I suppose. We all have that same one that we do when we play this game. Try to make one guy be the hero. And, if that guy didn't jump, that was a completion. But he played the ball beautifully, so I'll give him that.
Guys on that play, able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Joe.
Ooh, Zay wide open down the middle on the skinny post. Great route. Great route.
This one all the way down.
I like that route. Every time we run skinny post, something deep, it usually ends up being a very good long completion.
Nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz. Were able to
I don't want to call it the money play yet, but it's pretty close to plays that we run during the game that I have a lot of confidence in that we're going to get something positive out of it. Defense is really playing off right there. We got a great completion to Clay for that pass. Yards in this one. That's a good start. Okay, waggle right here. I would run it, but I don't trust our running game down here in the red zone. I really don't trust it in general, especially in the play. It's just not that great. I just don't trust it. Oh my goodness! Cameron Jordan almost picked that off. And my guy got whacked. The ball floated in the air for like 5 seconds. I was thinking, oh God, he's going to pick that off, and there's going to be nobody to stop him as he runs the ball 97 yards the other way for a touchdown.
You're right, he had him open just a split second too late on the release.
Play motion right here.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain.
Just him in the back of the end zone.
Not just time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third?
Should have seen Swain coming open right there, but
I think you have to. I think in this
didn't see
situation,
him in time
you got to run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So I'll eat that one. I'll eat that.
Things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Come on.
Back to throw.
No.
Now he'll escape
Get to the end zone, touchdown. That's what I'm talking about.
Buffalo.
Not exactly the play that we called, but I just take it myself and get in for 6. We'll take it.
Taken the early lead.
Oh man, my guy's running motion is so awkward. It's definitely the sign of a quarterback that doesn't have high speed. Regardless, I had a couple of rushing touchdowns last year, and we get one right there. All right. So we got the early lead on the Saints. That's probably going to be it for me. So, final preseason game, at least for my guy. Decent game. We get a rushing touchdown. Threw for over 100 yards, so we'll go ahead and take what we can get. But in the end, we lose again in the preseason. So we go winless in the preseason at 0-4, and we lose to the Saints 32-14.
Right? Not letting them break your serve.
We're heading into the regular season with really just not a lot of confidence
about that victory.
Yeah, preseason games don't count, but you still want your first-string offense to look the best out of all the units in the preseason and camp. And so far, we really haven't. But I finished in the final preseason game, I had a QB rating of 80.9, 6 of 12, 107 yards, and of course I had the 1 rushing touchdown. So we'll take it. I don't think I got sacked in this game. I might have, but who knows. So before we wrap up this live stream for the night, I'm going to take a look at the final 53-man roster that we have right now and see where we stand. We got upgrades available, though, which is good. I'll take those. Let me go and a field general, because that's our scheme. And we're at an 81 overall. So that's pretty solid going into the regular season, an 81. I don't know where that ranks in terms of like other middle tier quarterbacks in the league, but I gotta think it's, solid up there. I don't know what Josh Allen's overall is, but no, I might take a glance at that here in a little bit. We'll see. I think my guy started out as like a 72, 73 overall, something like that. So we've almost gone up 10 overall. I'm not going to set season goal just yet. I want to see what we're looking like in terms of the roster. Oh, no, I don't want to edit player. Yeah, my team. Let's take a look at the roster. Actually, before that, let's take a look at the injury report and see if we have anybody key who's out for maybe a while. Nobody. Good. So our injury report's clean. That's good. I guess we could go to depth chart. So I'm at an 81 overall, and Josh Allen's a 73 overall. So yeah, I mean, you're going with the better quarterback here, which is me, and I am offensive captain, so that's solid. I got the C on my chest. I didn't notice that the first time. I haven't noticed that through this whole live stream, but I guess I haven't. That's pretty good. Let me take a look at the roster and see what we're looking like. Did we make any moves at all? I want to really take a look at these offensive linemen we have. Yeah, you know, Benjamin, I think, was in the 80s in terms of his overall. And all of our receivers, our top receiver is only a 78 overall in Chris Hogan. So when you look at it, he's solid, but he's not, you know, a solid number one. We don't really have a good number one receiver. Zay Jones has really been the key guy for me now. He fits our scheme better, and he's a 77. Jerron Brown is good. Ray McLeod is okay. He's been able to get open a little bit, and I found him on some underneath routes, which is solid. Charles Clay, I mean, Jeff Swaim are our tight ends. I think those guys will be solid. But overall, just going into this year, I mean, our left tackle's a 78. Our left guard's a 71. Center's a 78. He's a rookie, too. 71 for right guard and 72 for our right tackle. So we don't have a single offensive lineman that is in the 80s in terms of overall, which is very concerning. And defensively, our top guy, I think, really is Jerry Hughes at this point. Star Lotolele, he's solid, but he's not. He's to me not a number one starting defensive end and defensive tackle in the league. Matt Milano is a 78 overall. He's our starting left outside linebacker. We still have Dominic Easley, which is solid, but he's not the same guy that he was 2 years ago. Tremaine Edwards, he was a rookie last year. Looks like he hasn't really developed a lot. He's still a 77 overall. Timu's a decent backup. And our top linebacker is a 79 overall in Preston Smith. I'm glad we got him. So our top defensive player is really looking like Jerry Hughes in an 82 overall, unless we got a solid corner. Well, I take that back. Tre'Davious White is our defensive captain at a 90 overall, so that's good. We got well, we got solid cornerbacks. Got a 90 overall and an 80 overall with Tre'Davious White and Kareem Jackson. Teron Johnson, 75. Dexter McDonald, 74. Ryan Lewis. So, yeah, Micah Hyde, I think. I take that back. Micah Hyde and Jerry Hughes are definitely our Jerry Hughes and Tre'Davious White are probably our best defensive players. I mean, Micah White's a perennial Pro Bowler, so Lord knows I'm pretty sure that we're going to be. They probably signed him to a pretty good contract extension or something, or maybe they're going to do that this season. I don't know. We'll see. And Poyer's a good safety at an 86 overall, but just overall, I mean, our roster it's just not really that good. So, if I'm honest, let me go ahead and set season goal. And this is probably the worst season goal that I'm going to predict. So, I guess I can't pick it for the team. I just pick it for me. So, set season goal. Category, passing yards, passing touchdowns. Let's go for like 25 touchdowns this year. That's pretty solid to me. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for checking out the live stream tonight. Really appreciate all the love, support, views, likes, comments, everything like that. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like this video. Also to ring the bell if you want to. Also ring the bell to turn notifications on if you want to be notified of the next time I go live. If you want to join in on the chat. If you want to just say, hey, what's up? You want to talk about football. You want to talk about life, anything else like that. I'm open to that too because I'm willing to be the guy that talks to my subscribers and viewers during videos as well and during live streams. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to this episode of my career in Madden 19 with the Buffalo Bills. This has been your boy Malin, and I'm out.